Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing Dying Light 2 on the Steam Deck. So this game is now Steam Deck verified. It took them long enough and FSR 2 basically saved it, I guess. They've been doing some tweaks, lots of updates. So we're playing on 800p, so native resolution, but with FSR 2 unbalanced, looks pretty good on the Steam Deck screen. And on the advanced settings, motion blur 9% because it's a very subtle effect that I like having sometimes on very low intensity. So I selected DX12 with asynchronous compute, texture quality on high, LOD on high, LOD range multiplier, we don't touch this is for higher end PCs. And the other thing you got sharp or stable. Honestly, both of them are fine. This is more of a personal preference. If you want to make it sharper, just this. But aliasing should be more noticeable. I'll keep it on stable for now. Motion blur, low looks the same as high, at least for me. Particles, didn't see much of a performance hit. Sun shadows quality, I recommend probably put this on low and contact shadow quality on low as well. So we're targeting 40s right now. Ambient occlusion on low, looks just as good as high, at least for me. GI, reflections, fog, those are on low as well, and post-process quality on high. And I'm surprised how close it is to high visually speaking. I mean, that's one thing about newer games. They look pretty good on low. So my target is 40. You can lock it to 40 by lowering the refresh rate of the Steam Deck. And I'm playing this area because it's the most GPU bound that I've seen so far. So yeah, there we go. The amount of effects on screen with the foliage in the background. It's very intensive for the GPU. Okay, let's skip this. So again, my target is 40 FPS, we're above 40 right now, and as you can see the GPU is at 1600 MHz, so the CPU is not telling us, hey, give me some core clock, because it's a shared 15 watt TDP. And again, look at this, we got a nice shadow, nice textures, even the trees have good enough shadows, at least in my opinion. We got the soft shadows for the sun. I mean, it's pretty impressive that this is basically low with a couple things on medium and high.
You're still strong.
And why did I put balanced FSR 2? To get more performance, basically. Let me skip this. And again, even the trees produce good shadows.
What's incredible?
And that's why I wanted to cover it. Apart from being verified now,
You've been kicking around for what?
on low settings it looks good.
You're still alive.
Very good. It's kind of insane.
So are you?
And
I know.
FSR 2, at least right now, looks much better than on other games that I played.
Seriously.
I mean, I can make out some of the foliage into the distance even. So pretty impressed with the FSR 2 implementation on this one. And on the 7-inch Steam Deck screen, you're going to see it way better than looking at it on the YouTube video. And sorry, the audio is distracting me.
You must have gone to Gary.
So yeah, as you can see, it's fine, mostly into the 40s. It might drop below 40 a couple of times, like here.
Haven't you heard?
But again, this is a very GPU intensive area of the game. So yeah, let's go into the menu and load my other save that is in a city with more geometry, more, characters on screen, foliage in there as well. And I think there should be a more realistic scenario. Most of the game takes place there and in bigger cities. So again, 40 FPS, I think this is the best way to play the game because FSR 2 on this one actually looks good. There's so many games where FSR 2, yeah, is there, but it looks way too soft. Well, this is not the case here. It looks soft, but not as soft as in other games. Balanced FSR 2 is actually good looking on this one. Alright, it's loading up. Come on. You got this game. Alright, so we're in. As you can see, the base frame rate is higher. Still drops into the 40s. Again, lock it to 40 with the Steam Deck menu, this one. Use that menu. Whoa. Use that menu, put the refresh rate at 40 Hz, and it will allow you to do a 40 FPS lock, sorry. And it will be butter smooth. And with the 7-inch screen, balanced FSR2, looks great. Although I'm noticing some ghosting. Might disable motion blur. Let's get away. And the stutters, you can avoid that. Again, with the 40 FPS lock. Why is that? Because we're letting the CPU do a better job by not working much. So we're helping the CPU not do stupid things. Oh. I'm not used to the controls. I've been playing so much Dying Light 1. Dying Light 2 feels floaty. It's pretty awkward. But the good news about this, again, is not super CPU intensive. Dying Light 1 is more CPU intensive than this, which is pretty interesting. I'll try that one tomorrow. It's going for free on the Epic Games Store, which is a great game. I recommend you check it out tomorrow. Sorry, in a couple days from now. Oh, man, I'm so bad at Dying Light 2. Anyway, so the 40 FPS configuration will be this one. Still looks great. Even if FSR2 balance looks good in this game. So let's do a 30 FPS configuration now. Okay guys, I'm back. Now 800p, quality FSR2. So slightly higher, well, a higher pixel count. And a mix between medium and high. Motion blur on low because it still looks okay. And everything else on medium with post-process on high. Which gives you slightly... I mean, it's better graphics, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's worth the sacrifice in performance.
Seriously, I wish I had as much energy as you.
So yeah, again, the demanding part here between trees, lots of shadows. So yeah, this is a GPU demanding part. Once you're in the city, it's fine. But it's still below 40 with this one.
What a shithole. Some 5 rickety huts left and a ramshackle
So
fence.
personally, between this setting and the low setting, very tiny difference, at least in my opinion. Visually speaking, I couldn't tell them apart by much. The shadow resolution is higher,
Haven't you heard? Bridge over the
but
straw is gone,
I mean, the
swept
game
away
still
by the
looks
flood
good
this
on
spring.
both.
Gotta cross the old fjord.
So I'll do something different this time. I'll do native resolution instead. I don't think this is worth pursuing. So 1 second. Okay, so the few changes, since I think going for medium is not worth it, is no upscaling, so native resolution. And on the advanced graphics, keep it like in the 40 Hz configuration. So basically, we keep this on low. This only goes to medium. What the hell? Low. Low, low. Okay, that should be like the previous one as far as I remember. So let's save it. Now we're on native resolution, so it's... Whoa, it crashed. Okay. So don't change settings too often or it'll crash, I guess. So 1 second, going to get back into the game. Alright, I'm back after the crash. So remember, if you change settings, restart the game every once in a while. So no upscaling, now we're on native 800p. And the settings are basically the same as on the 40 Hz configuration. So those are the settings. And again, I'd rather increase the resolution than going for medium settings. Again, ambient occlusion is better, shadows are slightly higher resolution and all that.
So are you.
I know, but I'm fucking awesome.
So if you don't mind 30 FPS, you can do native resolution with very good graphics still.
Wish I had as much energy as you.
And Again, this is the GPU bound part of the game. Then you got, well, the 40 Hz configuration is balanced FSR 2, which again, I think the implementation in this game is great. Personally, I would play on balanced FSR 2 with these same settings. I mean, native resolution is nice, but with FSR 2 looking particularly great in this case, I'll use that. 40 Hz, way smoother, lower pixel count, but FSR 2 works good. So those are the two options. Either native with low settings and some stuff on medium, or balanced FSR 2 with low to medium settings again.
No way.
So yeah, let's go into the city now. Now into the city, native resolution with the, again, low-ish settings. Basically low with some stuff on medium. Looks sharper because no FSR 2. But if you want the extra smoothness, balanced FSR 2 is good enough, in my opinion. So there you go. I covered both of you guys. The guys that want native resolution and the people that want 40 FPS.
How do I do this?
There's space for you both, guys.
Harvey told me it goes this way.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this.
So in this case, go into this menu and do this. It has latency, so if you find a better way to lock the frame rate, please let me know. But the one on the included in the system, at least in my opinion, is not great. Despite the flat frame times, the latency is noticeable. So yeah, there you go. Still blows me away that this game runs as well as it does. Although I still prefer Dying Light 1, personally. This one feels too floaty, and I don't know. Zombies are not much of an important part of the game as on the first one. So yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. In a couple days we're doing a Dying Light 1 video because it's going free on the Epic Games Store on Thursday. So I think it's going to be interesting to show you guys how it runs on Steam Deck. That one can run at 60 frames, which is great. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.